seconds, so please be quiet. Hold the work.
All right, speak.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Would you please state and spell your name?
My name is Olivia Brown, Olivia Brown.
And if you would also share your title and school or organization.
Well, my name is Olivia Brown. As I said, I work at the Wesley School, and I am the executive director of Southern California People of Color in Independent Schools, which is a regional organization of POCC.
Thank you. When was your first POCC?
But in Puerto Rico, I believe it was 20 years ago.
And what brought you to POCC?
I'm sorry to interrupt. Olivia, when she asks a question, please try to rephrase the question in your answer. So
Oh.
my first POCC was.
Right. You got it.
Thank you.
Okay. My first POCC was about 20 years ago in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
And what brought you to POCC?
Actually, it was a colleague. She had known that I'd been involved with diversity work and equity, and she suggested that I come to this, and the school supported me.
What are your fondest memories of POCC?
There are quite a few memories that I have of POCC. The first time that I went to Puerto Rico for that conference, I remember walking into the room for the Latino Affinity. And I would say there were probably about 20 people there. And I remember that I wept for joy for the first time to see 20 Latinos in education in one room. Because from my experience up to that time, I was one of none. Unfortunately, the percentage has not really increased since that time. We're still just about at 10% in independent schools. But the numbers that are becoming stronger and more evident within the conference is really heartwarming. So that's the thing that really makes me feel good to know that that's happening.
And what does POCC mean to you?
POCC means to me a great deal. I was the founding person of Southern California People of Color in Independent Schools, SoCal POSIS. Without it, I did that because I came here. I saw what had started here, and I wanted to create that back in SoCal here. And we provided programming, workshops, speakers, much like this conference, but on a smaller scale and a full year-round service. So.
As you think back on POCC 30 years, what are some of the memorable programming events that you've attended over the years? And it can include speakers, workshops, special events that stand out to you.
I think the main thing is that it's always made everything relevant, and it's made it very current. So whenever I come to any workshop, whether it be from years ago to today, I learn something new. And in this kind of work, you always have to have vocabulary that is current. You have to know things that are happening, and this particular conference has always made that possible for me.
And are there any particular speakers or workshops maybe, or any events that are top of mind for you that you'll never forget?
The affinity is huge. I think that the affinity group meetings that we have are essential for us as people of color, for the conference to understand. When you go to a workshop, you can understand what it means to you as a person when you go back to school, so you can relate it to your campus. But you can't do that unless you know yourself. So the affinity gives you that opportunity to do it. And the affinity from POCC each year has developed and changed. It's not always the same, but you always have a united group of people that have like minds. So that's really important.
Have you ever faced any obstacles trying to attend POCC? And if you have, what were they?
I've been very fortunate in that I've had nothing but support in attending POCC. Every school that I've gone to, I've always made it very clear that this is a big part of what I do. But, your reputation kind of precedes you. So having SoCal POSIS and being the director there, pretty much everybody knows where my heart is. So it's been an easy thing to do.
what would you like to tell future POCC attendees?
To listen clearly, without judgment, without any prejudice, to lean into discomfort, to really allow yourself to step into places you haven't been before, to be fearless.
What's your wish for POCC for the next 30 years?
My wish for PLCC for the next 30 years is to continue to remain strong within the NAIS. The NAIS has really recognized this is the largest conference that the NAIS is offering. We are 57 plus thousand participants in this particular conference. It's large, and I think that gives us power. It gives us a voice, and it makes us relevant.
And that segues nicely into the next question, which was, what role does POCC play in the life of NAIS?
I think POCC with the NIS makes it really important for independent schools to consider people of color always, to keep inclusivity, to keep equity at its forefront, to understand that it's endemic to all independent school and education.
How does POCC support the fundamental goal of high-quality education for the 21st century?
High-quality education must be a global perspective. We must understand cross-cultural dialogue. We have to understand other cultures. I think that as a human being, without being aware of that, you're not serving your complete value to the world unless you understand that. And I think that's what the core is here.
Just thinking about anything else that you'd like to share, any question I haven't asked you, what final words would you like to give?
It's POCC has so much to offer. Every year, I start getting excited early in November, thinking that this is coming up, knowing that I'm going to see people that are from across the nation that I've made relationships with and friendships, and I renew it every year. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone tonight. We're all getting together. We sit around, we talk. It's as if you're sitting down with your family again, and you all feel comfortable and can talk about anything. So that's really valuable. Thank you. Okay. I'll let you do it because I'll probably do it wrong.
That's what the paying for. Pull it down through.